Hello and welcome to 7 at 7, SilverLox Yoga with June. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you to so many of you who have already been following our at SilverLox Yoga with June page. We have a Facebook page. I'm trying to invite everybody, but it won't let me invite everybody in one fell swoop. So I'm trying to go dot by dot and get people in. So if I haven't invited you yet, please don't feel bad. It's that it won't let me just select all and invite everybody in one fell swoop. All right, so today, as you can tell, we're standing up. You notice that I'm doing yoga poses for people with limited mobility. So that's why I haven't been doing any mat work yet. I want to really do this for people who are not even able to get onto a mat, because you may not be able to get back up, and I get it. I'm in that boat right now. Deep cleansing breaths, sweeping those arms up in our sun salutations. You may see me a little bit kind of smile, jump into a crazy smile, because that means that my left arm is giving me a little trouble, but that's okay. We breathe through it. We do only what we can do today. Deep cleansing breaths. Today I'm going to turn at a little side angle so you can see my cool pants that say peace. But in addition to that, we're going to lift that chin up to the sky, and we're going to stretch some of the muscles of the face and the neck. Lift that chin up and gentle release. Bring that chin down. Big inhale, lift. Deep cleansing breaths. Exhale, lower. Big inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now you might want to add a little stick of the tongue. Big inhale. You'll notice how it's feeling when you're sticking that tongue out, so that we're really working that jawline and the jaw bones. Deep breaths and gentle release. Good. Now we're going to actually work on touching the toes, something that also I used to be able to do without any problem, and now with my joint pains and my bone pains, it's a little more of a challenge, but we're going to do it together. I'm with you in the struggle. Here we go. Let's touch those toes. As you can see, I can't make it all the way down, so what I do is I'll bend the knees. Bend the knees a little bit so I can touch those toes, and then kind of move those knees a little bit, move those hips. Deep breaths, and then we come back up. So you'll see if you kind of bend those knees and move those hips side to side, it enables you to get a little lower and get a little closer to those toes. And then we roll up slowly, one vertebra at a time. Deep cleansing breaths. Now we're going to do a back bend. Again, because this left arm gives me a little trouble, I'm not even able to make a gentle fist like I used to. Deep breaths without a challenge, but that's okay. We breathe through it. Doing only what we can do today. Back bend. And we come back to center. Let's sweep those arms up. Big inhale, forward fold, coming down toward those toes. Deep breaths. If you can't touch the toes, bend the knees a little. Move those hips a little. Wagging that tail side to side. Think of your tailbone and elongate that tail as if you were a cat. And wiggle from side to side. That will help you to get a little closer to the toes with the fingertips. And then straighten out those knees as best you can. Deep breaths so you can feel that stretch in the back of the thighs. Breathe. And we slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Deep cleansing breaths. You see I have my red, white, and blue cap on today in anticipation of the debates. We're going to be voting. Make a voting plan if you haven't already. Deep breaths. I already have my absentee ballot, and we're going to be taking it directly to the Board of Elections. We're not taking any chances. And of course, I'll be wearing my mask when I go in person to the Board of Elections. Deep breaths, reaching down, touch those toes. If you can't reach the toes, that's fine. Touch the shins, touch the knees, whatever your flexibility will allow. There's no competition, there's no judgment, no expectations. Deep breaths. And we slowly roll up, one vertebra at a time. Good. And coming back to center. So we want to lift those arms up. Lift those arms up. Now for me, I try to get the elbow in alignment with the shoulders. Try to get my, you see my Melman over there. I've got my Melman telling me I've got 2 minutes left. Thanks, Melman. All right, so you lift the elbows up in alignment with those shoulders. Big inhale, and then we turn, slowly turn as far as we can. And then we come back to center. And we do the same thing on the other side. Big inhale, exhale out. Deep breaths. Doing only what we can do today. Let's try it again. Big inhale. Keeping those elbows up in alignment with those shoulders. And we come back to center. Big inhale. Turn. Exhale. Good. Let's try one more. Big inhale. Exhale. And last time, other side. Exhale. Good. Let's lift those shoulders up. Good. Rounding back. Shoulders come forward. Big inhale. Rounding forward. Good. Stretch the muscles of the face. Stick out the tongue. Wiggle the nose. Move those eyebrows. And just like that, we're at 7 minutes. 7 at 7. Thank you so much for joining us. Go to @SilverLox Yoga with June. Deep cleansing breaths. I want to thank you for allowing me to guide your yoga practice today. Namaste.